Welcome to This Day at Everything Cool for April 8th. An irresistible scientific discovery happened on this day in 1911. Dutch physicist H.K. Onnes discovered superconductivity, where certain materials like mercury conduct electrical current with almost no resistance when they're dropped to very low temperatures. Most materials, including copper wire, give some resistance to electric current, so discovering superconductivity opened up whole new fields of science and led to new inventions like digital circuit boards, high-speed electromagnetic passenger trains, and in medicine, magnetic resonance imaging or MRI scanners. Superconductivity also makes it possible to create particle accelerators like the Large Hadron Collider, which have led to important scientific discoveries of their own. On April 8, 1990, television audiences were served up some damn fine coffee. The first episode of Twin Peaks premiered on ABC in the US. Created by Mark Frost and art house filmmaker David Lynch, the show began as a crime mystery focusing on the murder of a young woman in a small mountain town, but quickly expanded to explore the quirky and sometimes perplexing lives of the town's many residents. Like David Lynch's movies, the show was unapologetically strange with esoteric editing and music choices, not to mention weird dream sequences and even dance routines. Twin Peaks was a smash hit at first, becoming a pop culture phenomenon overnight, but its popularity took a nosedive as it began its second season, with Lynch exiting the show and the storylines quickly becoming less and less interesting. It was abruptly canceled at the end of its second season. In 1992, David Lynch created a tie-in movie called Firewalk with Me that raised more questions than it answered, and in 2017, he reunited with the surviving cast members to create a third season. That was much more confusing than the original show.
What the hell?
One thing that's never confusing is our love for beat-em-up video games. On April 8, 1988, the first Double Dragon was released on the NES in Japan following its release in arcades the previous year. The NES version didn't look as good as the arcade version, but it did have the same basic gameplay. Players took the role of two characters, punching and kicking their way through different stages, with loads of different enemies and bosses to take on. The NES version also featured two-player co-op, although due to technical limitations, both players couldn't play together at the same time. They instead had to alternate between each other. Still, it was a success and helped make the Double Dragon series a hit. Countless sequels have followed, along with spin-offs like the River City Ransom series. Double Dragon even got a big-screen Hollywood film adaptation in 1994, but like most video game movies, it totally sucked.